Hello, I'm Duncan Heath, and this is my Project 3 home studio design video for Audio Production 1. When it came to options for space, there really wasn't much. I only had my bedroom, which is what you're seeing right now. I've already made it into a home studio, and that's what I will be showcasing today. So, to start off with, my audio interface is a UR816C. It is completely overkill with what I do in music production, but I love it. I see this one as a long-term investment because it is an 8-input rack-mounted audio interface. So down here, I have my pedal board. I have an overdrive, EP booster, compressor, and a tuner. I also have this Big Shot ABY pedal, which allows one to basically record 2 signals at once with either a guitar or a bass. Up here I have my DAW and Windows 10, I guess. I use Cubase when I'm not using Pro Tools. Up here I have my monitors, KRK Rocket 5s. I got these when I first started with music production a little over a year ago. And I would say I still really like them and don't feel the need to move on to anything else. Next is my MIDI controller, which is the M-Audio Hammer 88. This is a full MIDI controller designed to emulate a full real piano. And lastly, I have my microphone, which is a Rode NT1. It's a Rode NT1. Yeah. Spatially, this room works fairly well because, for the most part, it's square. Showing here, it's a very rectangular space, save for this little hallway here that creates a ton of reflections, even though I have solved it for the most part. But because it's square for the most part, it does a good job of balancing the frequencies in the room. There's also these 2 indents which create some problems, and these would be what I'd want to focus on for one of the things I'd want to focus on for ideal adaptations for this area. And one of those would definitely be a bass trap in this far corner right here, because to help catch some of those low frequencies that build up in the corners, I would want to put foam 1 foot by 1 foot padding like I have in the arrays up here in these indents, and on the walls upper of here, and on the ceiling, and on this wall behind me. Basically, I'd want to also add a lot of these 1 foot by 1 foot pads all over this place to help balance the frequencies in this room, because there are still a good level of reflections. And I would say, in terms of that, I think that concludes it in terms of my studio showcase and my ideal adaptations.